Welcome to another design analysis video. Today we discuss the terrible Kia Opirus, or Amanti in the US, and the fantastic Kia Stinger GT. The Kia Opirus was launched by Kia Motors in 2003 as their flagship. The car was designed using a design methodology that we saw being applied by Chinese manufacturers years later, adopting design teams from competitors. In this case, especially premium manufacturers were chosen. It is clear that not only very diverse brand DNAs were researched by Kia, but especially that unmatchable characters were brought together by brute force. Shortly after this fundamental design mistake, a new chief designer took over in Korea. Recently, with the Stinger GT, the brand introduced a car with a strong individual character. This is a video on Kia's radical car design course change. Let's start with the Opirus. The looting of other brands' design DNAs results in an unnatural appearance for this car. An appearance which is also extremely clumsy, even seen apart from the already very weak copying strategy. There is clearly a mix between the Jaguar S-Type and Mercedes E-Class from the W210 series in the nose. The grille is flanked by overly squeezed oval headlights, making the car appear even taller and more narrow than it already is. In addition, an oversized and underdeveloped grille has been used. The thing is very large and the shape resolution is very low, making it look stiff, clumsy and unrefined. Looking at this car from the rear, it is clear the voluminous C-pillar of the third generation Lincoln Town Car, a true benchmark product in the USA where this car was mainly to be sold, can be recognized. The heavy chrome strip around the license plate also comes from that American land yard. The taillights look completely lost in the body. They are of yet another design language. The entire vehicle is an artificially fake-looking premium car. It is clumsy seen from behind, truly unintelligent looking, whilst the side lacks any personal character. After this rather terrible piece of car design, let's move to the Stinger GT. Probably, even in the eyes of the Kia board of directors, it was clear that the brand could never become a serious global player when it would stick to the strategy of badly copying others. In comes Peter Schreier, the man who led the design team that designed the first generation Audi TT. The TT has been applauded often enough, and rightly so, but what is especially important is Schreier's strategic thinking. It was that conceptual work translated into a new Audi brand DNA and applied to a sports car that put the Audi brand on the map. Overnight. It had been making frantic attempts to be taken seriously next to its premium German brands for years, and finally it worked. Good design sells. The TT told the story of Audi through form, Vorsprung durch Technik. The extremely complex task presented to Schreier was to turn the tide at Kia. We now know that the mission has been accomplished. From 2006 to 2016, the market share in both the US and Europe has doubled, and the number of cars sold too. In fact, within 2 car generations, because usually a model is produced about every 5 years on average, this is no less than unprecedented. A truly great performance. Doubling sales was not a coincidence, but purely the result of a proper design strategy. You could call the Stinger GT the ultimate embodiment of the Kia DNA, and thus the Kia design strategy. The elongated proportions, seen from a distance of say 10 meters, are spot on, with a stretched bonnet and a cabin placed far back over the rear axle. The surfacing, or skin of the car, is rich and well defined. This strong and recognizable surfacing is applied to all current Kias, but here it is extra powerful. And the Stinger GT is ignoring the trend of overly complex surfacing, which we see at almost all other car manufacturers. The Stinger GT is an intelligently designed and well executed car, which cannot be said about some of the direct competitors. The nose is a beautifully rich sculpture with nice light and shadow effects due to the application of just the right volumes. For example, the part of the bumper that goes underneath the headlights towards the grille has a beautifully designed depth to it. The headlight casts a shadow on the bumper here, like an eye socket on the face. There is also a lot of sculpture designed in the body on the flanks. The third and last layer of car design after the surfacing is called jewelry, or the detailing, and that is very well executed on the Stinger GT too. The voluminous dark chrome grille is a beautiful piece of sculpture in itself, and the same goes for the intake below, equipped with a confident chrome surround with two canines, or two teeth, that add extra depth and volume to the nose, and with that increased perceived quality. Vertical intakes are applied to the outer corners of the car, which visually widens the car. This is ensuring a good stance. Their verticality, so to speak, is subtly and effectively emphasized by a thin, dark chrome line within the intakes. We find the same consistent amount of detailed sculpture on the side of the car. Traditionally, the flank is a rather tricky part of any car, because it often is a bit more generic, as it lacks facial features a nose or rear end do have. The chrome intake on the side is robust, assertive and well executed, and beautifully integrated into the sturdy surfacing. Here too, the design shows a strong, distinctive character. The Stinger GT is not only easily and clearly recognizable as a Kia, it is specifically identifiable as a Stinger. The successful design exercise called Stinger GT is the icing on the already fantastic Kia design cake. It has made the now authentic Kia face just a little more pronounced compared to the more affordable brothers and sisters in the Korean brand's impressive lineup. The Schreier team made use of the extra money that a higher position model may cost in production. More importantly, it also shows that there are still many opportunities for further development in the steadily matured Kia DNA.